The empire Sargon built did not crumble in a day. It persisted, challenged by the relentless forces of time, rebellion, and even nature itself. After Sargon's passing, the crown moved to his sons and grandsons. They didn't just inherit a vast territory. They inherited the immense challenge of holding together a mosaic of lands united by force, not by shared history. Across Mesopotamia, the old loyalties to individual city-states began to stir once more. Revolts ignited in the south, while provinces on the distant frontiers pushed back against imperial rule. The kings of Akkad responded in the way empires always have, with the decisive edge of military power. Inscriptions from the time of Narmsin, Sargon's most formidable successor, paint a picture of constant warfare against rebels and invaders. But Narmsin took a step that no ruler had ever dared to take before. He declared himself a living god, elevating his authority beyond mere kingship to the realm of the divine. It was a bold, unprecedented move, a statement that marked both the zenith of Akkadian power and the seeds of its isolation. The empire appeared unbreakable, but beneath the surface, fractures were beginning to spread. Scientific evidence from climate records and archaeological digs reveals a catastrophic shift. A period of severe, prolonged drought settled over the land. The life-giving harvest failed. The great trade routes that were the arteries of the empire grew weak and fragile. Cities that relied on the imperial network for food and supplies began to face starvation. As resources dwindled, so did allegiance. Then, from the Zagros Mountains to the east, came the Gutians. These tribal peoples swept down into Mesopotamia not to conquer the empire, but to shatter it. Already weakened by internal strife and environmental collapse, Akkad could not hold back the tide. One by one, its great cities descended into chaos. The capital city itself, the heart of the empire Akkad, disappeared. To this day, its exact location remains one of history's greatest mysteries. By the early 22nd century BCE, the Akkadian Empire was no more. The central authority that had held the world together vanished, and Mesopotamia reverted to a fragmented patchwork of independent city-states, each fighting for survival in an age of instability and decline. But the story doesn't end in collapse. The legacy Akkad left behind was far more enduring than any territory. The empire introduced the world to the concept of a permanent imperial administration, of standardized governance, and the revolutionary idea that a single law could apply to everyone, far beyond the walls of any one city. Its military structure became the model for armies for millennia to come. Its political framework deeply influenced the Neo-Sumerians, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, and even the later, colossal empires of Persia and Rome. Even in its ruin, Akkad sculpted the future. The fall of the world's first empire taught humanity a profound and lasting lesson. While power can unite the world, sustaining that unity demands something far greater than conquest alone. From the ashes of Akkad, new kingdoms, new rulers, and new ambitions would rise. Yet every single empire that followed would bear the indelible mark of that first, audacious experiment in absolute rule. Because once humanity learned how to build an empire, it was a lesson it would never, ever forget. Thank you for watching. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from our shared history.